Hello everyone and welcome to Sources Classes. In this video again we'll be continuing off our discussion with respect to the questions pertaining to the VA section of the SSC HSL 2050 examination. So what we'll be doing is basically we'll try and take a look at a few questions that we have seen come across this year's paper, and subsequently what we'll do is basically we'll try and understand the approach towards solving the same. So as is a VA question, I suggest you make a note of all the important points, as the question that we'll be dealing with also involves more or less what to say vocab kind of question. So make sure you are equipped with your notes making procedure, however be in your copy or in notepad. Feel free to note this word down. This will be a good value addition for your vocab list as well, and you will again in turn get to learn a lot of new words. Okay, so having said that, let's take a look at the question here. 59-62, out of the four alternatives, choose the one which can be substituted for the given word or sentences. Okay, so basically we are given the sentences, so we have to choose the suitable word that basically represent each and every, that can actually substitute this particular sentence. Okay, so the first one here is 59 is introductory part or lines to discourse or a play. Okay, so introductory lines. Our options are blurb, monologue, epilogue and prologue. If we talk about blurb means a short description of book, film or other products for promotional purpose. Like if you go and see any kind of trailer in general, okay, trailer of a movie. So there what you actually see is a short description of the movie in general, or if you go to any book, go towards the reading of any kind of book, there also you can actually see that a short description of the play in general is given. So that is what we actually call as blurb. So as far as this particular context, if we talk about the same, then blurb is actually not related in any way. Okay, so this will be gone. Next up is monologue. So what monologue means is that a long speech by an actor or in a play or a film as part of the theatrical broadcast or program. Okay, so if we talk about monologue, that is if a certain actor, he acts out a certain scene in which a very long dialogue is given to him just to describe the scenario or just to express the feelings of the actor, that would means that would indicate a monologue. And as far as this particular context is concerned, monologue is also not the required word. Okay, now if we talk about epilogue, what epilogue actually means is that a sentence or a speech at the end of the book or a play that serves as a comment on the conclusion of what has happened. So suppose if we go and see the Star Wars, and in the conclusion we actually come across and see an epilogue given by any kind of character, any movie is like just to explain the conclusion of the scene. So this is not the introductory part but the conclusive part. So epilogue is also gone. So here finally the correct option here would be prologue. Prologue is basically in beginning of the movie anything. Suppose there's an introductory part is given, so they just to set everything up, just to set up the entire story. So that is what is called as prologue. So prologue is the actual correct correct choice as far as this particular sentence is concerned. Okay, so prologue is our answer. Now let's move to number 60. A cinema show held in the afternoon. Okay, so what was the cinema show held in the afternoon called? A play. A play is totally out of context here, as a play is nothing but another form of entertainment, and the play and cinema are just not interrelated. So that is wrong. Premiere. Premiere means the first show. The first show is irrelevant of the time or the place. Wherever the first show is being shown, whether it be in the morning, night or evening, that is called a premiere. So again, premiere is not. Entertainment is totally out of context over here. Okay, so entertainment cannot be used to represent any kind of, what to say, a time or that sort for that matter. So entertainment is also gone. And finally matinee will be our answer, because afternoon shows are actually called matinee. Okay, so yes, that's it. Now let's, having said that, let's move to question number 61. International damage to arrest production. Okay, so international damage to arrest production, what are this what can be the answer for the same? So No, yeah, sorry, my bad. It's not intentional damage to arrest production. Okay, intentional damage. Okay, if we talk about sang-froid means composure or coolness in danger or under trying circumstances. We have often come across the term such as cool as a cucumber. Okay, so that means that in spite the situation being very grave or very dangerous, one is cool and composed. So that is what is mean by sagrophoid. So sagrophoid is basically totally out of context here. Uh, Next up, we have modus operandi. So modus operandi is basically what means is mode of operation or a particular way of doing thing. Okay, so that is again out of context. We will not. Sabotage is something that is often used to describe an intentional damage to arrest production. So sabotage, I sabotage his work means I intentionally make sure that his work is ruined. So yes, sabotage is a very good option here. Could be the right answer as well. Nemesis means enemy, a mortal enemy or some sort of that. So nemesis is again a wrong word here. So the correct option as far as this one would be sabotage. Okay. Now, last one, if we take a look, a handsome man. So what can be the alternatives for a handsome man? First option is tycoon. Tycoon is generally used to describe a powerful and a wealthy businessman of some sort. Okay, like say for example, if I say Mukesh Ambani is a business tycoon, so that means he's a wealthy man of who is associated with business, and he's pretty, what to say, powerful in terms of his what to say, powerful as far as his wealth is concerned. Okay, so that is another one of the thing. So tycoon is totally out of context. Next is domineer. Domineer is basically used to refer to man who is confident, stylish, and very charming. So basically domineer is a kind of term that is often associated with the personality of a man, not the looks of a man. Okay, so domineer in this case, it might seem pretty relevant, but then again, we actually cannot use this particular word, so it might be out of context in this case. Adonis is the right word. Adonis is basically used as a, means Adonis is basically nothing but a godlike figure who is very very good looking. Okay, we might have seen the Adonis statue. It's a very famous statue there as well. So it's a youth lover, handsome man. So Adonis could be our, right answer as far as this case is concerned as well. And now, if we talk about cavalier, what cavalier actually means is that basically support or concern, if they don't show any kind of support or concern or support or king charge, that's something. That's so cavalier is basically out of context. So Adonis will be the right answer. Cavalier can also be told someone who is very brave or something that sort. So it's totally out of context here. So with that said, we have covered all the 4 questions here. So I hope you made a note of the same. So in case you're having any kind of doubt with regards to each and every word, kindly go through the video multiple times and try and understand the explanation I have given towards each and every word for me eliminating the options and picking up the options as well. Okay. So with that said, in case you want a fully solved detailed solution of the paper with all the previous questions and everything with the detailed explanation of the same, feel free and connect with us. So what you can do is that you can go through the description section of the video, and then subsequently you can actually connect with us over multiple medium, be it our website. You can actually visit our website by the website URL provided. You can mail us on our email ID that is also provided. You can call, text or WhatsApp us. The numbers pertaining same are also given in the description section below. Okay. Further, you can actually, in case you have any kind of doubt with regards to your exam preparation or any kind of query with regards to any subject or any doubt regarding, if you need guidance with your preparations in general, feel free to connect with us on those as well, those terms, and we'll be more than happy to help you out in pursuit of your, competitive examination success. Okay, having said that, in case you understood the video, make sure you make a note of all these words. This will be a very good value addition as far as your vocab list is concerned. So make sure you make a note of all these important meanings, all these important words that we have spoken. Keep a note of this. This will come in handy in any VRC section of any examination that you appear for. So in case you like the video, make sure like, share and subscribe to the channel. so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this, and we'll continue our discussion on the similar sort of questions in the subsequent videos. Until then, I'm signing out. Thank you so much.